We read in Scripture how Jesus went and spent a lot of time with children. Jesus also broke a lot of the cultural taboos of the day by actually interacting with a lot of women as a single man. And he got involved in people's lives. If Jesus was here right now in physical form, say in your city, Jesus would be getting to the marginalised of society. He'd be getting in amongst the widows and be getting in amongst the solo parents and trying to help out the children, and children would find him very attractive. It was in this light that God spoke to us a few years ago to really get involved with our city in the poor and the needy, with the marginalised of society. And right back in 1989, we started up our community development program, and that was where we were able to find out where there were people who were in need. It says in the Scriptures that Jesus went about doing good, and he did good by the power of the Holy Spirit, and sometimes that actually resulted in salvation. Not long after we were here, we started to see that Perth was on this big gateway that was the Indian Ocean, and we saw that significant numbers and populations of people of the poorest of the poor actually lived here in this whole region of Central Asia, Southeast Asia, moving over to the Middle East, and then over into Africa. You've got the poorest of the poor, and close to about half of the world's population right in that arc. We started to strategize about the best way to be able to meet need and to actually make an impact in that area. We had teams that were coming back in those early days saying, look, it's great to be able to preach the gospel, but we need some tools in our hands. They really want to get involved in healthcare. 80% of the needs that are required on the field are of a primary nature or a primary healthcare nature. To be able to meet those, you just needed to have some basic, fundamental knowledge and skills, and then if you could actually get those, and then just say you could impart those, you could then empower people as well. So we did that in 1993. That's 20 years of effort operating in primary healthcare. But over the last few years, we recognised that we wanted to develop that to another level. So over the last 6 or 7 years, we felt that we wanted to take that primary healthcare and move it into a more intentional empowerment. So that led into the development of simple healthcare. That brought us a lot of joy because we see that we're giving away, and there is developmental transformational impact taking place in these communities out there. We really do need people who've got a heart and who've got a calling. They don't necessarily need to have the skill, because that'll come. They just need to have a heart of compassion like Jesus had. There's such a great need, the fields of White Harvest, particularly in the area of caring for the poor and the needy. And that's the heart of God. He wants children to be revived and restored, and to be people who are speaking and bearing his image in the nations of the earth. We could do that in 20 years. That would be wonderful. Maybe even 10 years.